Hello, Lam-an. Hello, Bao. Are you well?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry for taking so long. We're going to do reading today. I want you, Bao, to do the first one.
Erica, I have just read that novel you lent me. Really enjoyed it, so I'm feeling sad I have finally finished it. Just wondering if you have got ideas for anything else I might like I might like as much. C.
Yes, very good. See, Katie wants some suggestions about what she can read next.
Katie wants
Yeah, it's fine. You can read it.
some suggestion about what she could read next.
Suggestions.
Suggestion.
Okay. Lam-an.
Please do not leave bicycle here. Ancient in use night and day. Cycle park behind building. I think it's B.
You will prevent people entering and leaving if your bicycle is left there. Yes. Okay, number 3, Bao.
Thank you for attending the film show yesterday and the director's interesting talk. The question you asked him and the lively discussion in class afterward. So what you really told about the film? C.
Which one?
C.
C. To congratulate.
To congratulate them on the way they took part in a film event.
Very good. Lam-an, number 4.
Under 16 Shelling Club. Now taking new members. Limited space available. Club meets every Saturday. Come along. Fees Wesley almost T. I think is C. No, B.
B.
Latest news. Despite previous difficult between
Previous.
this previous
Okay.
between members.
Just wait, Bao. Despite previous difficulties.
Difficulties between members. Past band melt has just announces a cautious town later in the year. Tickets on sale from ticket agencies. What this website for details? B.
Why B?
what this website for details on this website.
Okay, for details, right? But tickets on sale from ticket agents. Okay, so you'll soon be able to buy tickets for Mel's concert on this website. It's not the website, you'll be able to buy it from ticket agents.
C. C.
Why C?
Because they had problems in the band.
They had problems, yes, but they're only going on tour later in the year. Later in the year. This says Malt have just started touring again, but they haven't. They're only going later in the year. So the correct answer is A. To attend a Malt tour concert, check the site regularly to find out more. Watch this website for details. Do you understand?
Yes.
We got there? I just want to take a picture. Okay. Okay. Is this okay? Is it too small?
No, it's big.
Okay. The people below all want to find a department store to visit in their city. On the opposite page, there are descriptions of 8 department stores. Decide which department store would be the most suitable for the people below. Okay, so let's look at Jasmine. Will you read that for me, Lam'an?
Yes. Yasmin would like to find a store where they can eat outside, and her dad wants somewhere known for its good quality shoes. They also want to buy a necklace for Jasmine's mom. I think it's F because it has a fashion good and selling nothing but it's beautiful. The wearing, the food is fantastic.
Okay. The men's clothes are recommended. Jewelry and rooftop restaurant, which means it's outside. Right. Next one. Peter wants to buy. Paul?
Yes. Peter wants to buy some special squares for his grandma's birthday, and his older sister now want to see the latest women's fashions. They also need to buy new tennis t-shirts without spending a lot. C.
Which one?
C.
C. Why C?
Wear of good quality sportswear at very reasonable price. Farmers handmade candy. New design in men's and women's clothing too.
Very good. Lam'an?
Maria wants a store selling clothes that use materials products without damaging the environment.
Damaging the environment.
damaging the environment. Her mom went live somewhere that has great customer service and is beautiful inside. I think it's A because it have a first to shell clothes made of pure natural cotton grow in conditions that avoid breathing bullets. And the assistant of police and will have
Polite.
which and allies and will have which any with question about good.
Okay. The assistants are polite and will help with any questions about goods. Well done. Okay, next one, Bao. John.
John enjoy cooking and want to buy some
Unusual
unusual
ingredients.
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 His parents like stories that have been in the same building that since they were young, and that have great toys for John's young sister. Um, D.
Which one?
D.
D.
Side is opened in one night.
Amazing fresh food rarely found elsewhere. Rarely means that it's not available readily every day. Okay, so that would be the unusual ingredients. Lam-an, the last one.
Some boys and mods want to visit a store with a good selection of cheese sets. They like to have some delicious ice cream and buy something made in the store to eat later. I think it's G because it have a all these phrases, desserts of all kinds. And the produce fantastic biscuits and cakes to take away. You can find a display of toys and also a whole rack of board games.
Very good. Well done. Okay. Okay. Bao, I want you to read from here to here. And then Lam-an, I want you to read the last part, okay? A while ago.
A while ago, my friend Oliver was telling me about a whale-watching trip she been on. In Canada, I wanted to tell her I was about to do the same thing. Of the north coast of the UK, where my grandparents live, whale had recently our parents there again, and my grandparents were convinced we see some, so I was sure my trip would be as good as Oliver's. But then I saw some of the trip. My dad reviews of the trip my dad had booked for us, where no one had seen any whale at all. So in the end, I decided not to tell Oliver anything about my trip, in case it was successful.
In case it wasn't successful. In case it wasn't successful.
In case it wasn't successful. Anyway, Dad and I set off on our trip, which was Dad's idea, and it was fantastic. Traveling hour to sea on our boat with our youth. We soon reached the spot where whales often appeared. Then we waited and nothing happened. I was sure this wouldn't last though. People kept calling out they seen one, which was exciting, but then it turned out they were wrong. Then finally, I saw something more under the water. It might well, so I felt like a hero for the rest of the trip.
The whale was a wonderful sight, which it is hooked back,
Huge
not far
back
from
with its huge back.
used back, not far from the boat. All good said it was around 5 tons in west and around 10 meters long. That disappeared inside. It swam alongside us aspect and with like little effort. We wait to see if more appear, and sometime later we saw 3 more some distance away that keep diving under the water and coming up again.
Kept diving under the water and coming up again.
Keep diving under the water and coming up again. Coming up again. Then just after I leave them, they disappears out of the water slips deep around the coast. Later, larger whales species appear in the area which might whale feeding on fish. But
mink whales feeding on fish.
Mink whales feeding on fish, but minks are serious characters, so they more likely to rob tourist boat, which was why we were successful. Then later, up on the cliff, we looked out to sea, searching for signs of whale. Sometimes seabirds diving into the water means whales are around, as they stealing the whale males. We were unlucky, sadly, but we be back.
Okay, Lam-An, can you do question 11 for me?
Yes.
Jack wasn't keen to mention his whale-watching trip to Olivia because why didn't he want to tell Olivia?
Jack wasn't keen to mention his whale watching trip to Olivia because he read some negative reports about where he was.
About where he was going. Okay, Paul, number 12. On board the whale watching boat, Jack.
On board the whale watching boat, Jack. B.
Why?
Being too worried that they might all be disappointed.
Okay, but while he was on the boat.
On the boat.
While he was on the boat, what happened? Look at the highlighted word areas.
A.
Yes, A. He was proud to be the first person to see a whale. He felt like a hero.
The first person to see a whale.
So I felt like a hero for the rest of the trip. Lam-an, number 13.
When Jack saw the Michael whale, he trying not to get excited when anyone saw something. I think it's C.
Impressed that it moved through the water so easily.
Jack shows Mickey whales.
Jack suggests mink whales appear.
Whales appear in the same area as the boat because A.
Same area as the boat. They're more likely to approach tourist boats, which was why we were successful. Jack suggests mink whales appeared in the same area as the boat because
D. C.
now you're just guessing. Correct answer is B.
B.
They were attracted by the arrival of the visitors. They're more likely to approach tourist boats. Tourists are visitors. Okay, Lam-an, the last one. What would Jack text to his grandparents about the whales? What do you think?
I think it's G. You were so sure a whale watching trip won't be a success. Why I still had doubles, but you were right.
Very good. Well done. Okay. 5 sentences have been removed from the text below. For each question, choose the correct answer. There are 3 extra sentences which you do not need to use. Okay. I will read. Many children have music classes when they attend school, and it's thought that music can really help children with learning other subjects. For example, one research project looked at what happened when a class of children were divided into groups and given a simple task to do, with one group listening to music while completing it and the other completing the task in silence. What do you think, Pau? 16.
A. Students have also shared our ideas about music.
Why? They are
Um,
saying, um,
say
divided into groups.
divided into groups and given a simple task to do.
Okay, so the first group performed better than the second. What would you put in?
E.
Sorry, E.
E.
Yes. Okay, the first group performed better than the second. So this seems to suggest that music can improve performance in certain areas. So how exactly can you benefit from studying music? According to some studies, musical training can develop the part of your brain that's involved with language, so you can understand your own language better. Lam-an, 17.
I think it's S. Is could also help with learning a second one.
Very good. And that's a very useful skill to have. What's more, young people who've studied music also seem to score more highly in other areas such as maths. Pau?
Um, C.
So it could be that these school subjects are linked in some way. For example, reading music includes learning about quarter and half notes, which are basically fractions like in maths. And when you're learning about rhythm, you're counting the notes in a piece of music. So they do appear to be connected. Music also lets you explore new ideas, think in a creative way, and gain in confidence. If you're learning the guitar, for example, it can be really exciting when you're able to start inventing your own pieces of music. And when you do that, you're practicing your listening skills because you have to listen carefully to the music you're making. Lam-an?
I think it's H. This is particularly important when performing with other people.
It's certainly essential when you join an orchestra, for example. One of the biggest benefits, of course, is that listening to music helps you to be less stressed. Bob?
Um, A.
YA?
Uh, B.
Yes, creating music can make you feel the same way. That should always be in a relaxed atmosphere, though, to be effective. And who knows, maybe your musical knowledge will open a great career path for you in the future. Okay. A brief history of apples. Apples? Apples. Oh, you're making a noise, Mibu. Okay. Lam An. I want you to read from there to there and fill in the missing words.
Yes. Do you always have a pie of fruit for the lunch? If you do, it's probably an apple. This is too particularly in places like Western Europe, where apples have grown for hundreds of years. So it's going to be easy to imagine that where they come from originally. In fact,
Originally.
for,
In fact,
originally.
though,
In fact, so the fruit we know today has been on an
extraordinary.
extraordinary journey over the centuries. Research suggests modern apple originally come all the way from Kazakhstan in ASEAN and ends up in Europe partly because of people carrying goods along the famous Silk Road from Western Europe all the way to China in the East.
In the East, from Western Europe all the way to China in the East. Okay, Bao, this help to spread.
To spread apple in both direction. People let down drop it.
That you don't drop down an apple when you have it and you're done, you like
Roll through
people through.
down their apple after they finishes eating them, and the seeds entered the ground and produce new types of apple tree. Farmers were then able to start developing a much higher deeper A D rank of apples.
A broader range of apples. Okay. Lam-an and Bao, when you read, I want you to read a little bit slower because you are rushing and then you don't read the words properly. Okay? We say apples, seeds. Because if you say apple, it's only one apple. But when you say apples, it's more than one. Okay?
Apples.
New types of apple trees.
Of apple trees.
Yes, because it's more than one tree. There's a lot of trees. Okay?
Yes.
And it's not one farmer developing it. It's a lot of farmers. Okay? Farmers were then able to start developing a much broader range of apples. Okay. Just when you read, focus on what you're reading, look at what you're reading, see the word and pronounce it correctly. Okay. I mean, you don't have to be in a rush. Are we filling in up? Where did he go? We are using our own words here. Learning to swim.
Do I can read and fight?
Sorry?
Do I can read it and find the work?
Yeah, you have to put in your own words, but let's do Bao. You can read from there to
Last month, I did something amazing, which almost began to think wasn't possible. I actually swam
possible.
I actually swam one leg of the swimming pool. I know it doesn't seem like nice. Achievement, because swimming is something that everyone seems to learn really early.
Okay, so I know it doesn't seem like what is it? An achievement. Seem like do you know Lam-an?
Is 28?
Not 27. I know it doesn't seem like
Yes, I think it's
an achievement.
Achievement, because swimming is something that everyone seems to learn really easy, but there was just
Hành chỉ tiếng Nhật.
each way.
Không phải là chưa nhắc đáp án.
But there was just
Đó là C chắc luôn D E C nhắc đáp án cho Hành.
but there was just
But there was just way. Oh, manage it. Just was Way.
There was just
Come.
Lam An.
Yes.
Do you know? Number
It's
28.
Yes, it's no.
There was
There is
just no way.
Just no way I could manage it, and it wasn't as if I hadn't tried a part of a part a part of
Part.
life. In
Apart.
a part as as
Apart from. Apart from all the lessons I had at school.
apart from all the lessons I had at school.
Okay. Lam An, I also went swimming with Dad.
I also went swimming with Dad every week, but in spite of all the practice I was getting, I still wasn't able to swim. Then one day, when I thought Dad was holding me up in the water as usual, I suddenly realized realized he was swimming on my own without help. After that, I swam the length of the pool. So if you having trouble learning something, don't give up. I will definitely happen one day.
Very good. Okay, let's do some writing. Read this email from your English teacher and the notes you have made. From Miss Taylor, subject New Cooking Club. Hi, thanks for contacting me about your new club. My idea is to help you improve your English while you learn to cook delicious food. Could you please let me know if you've cooked much before? We could cook foods from English-speaking countries, or we could all bring our favorite recipes from home. What do you think would be better? Are there any foods that we should avoid? I want to choose things that everybody can enjoy eating. Best wishes, Miss Taylor. Okay. Now we have to write an email to Miss Taylor using the notes. Lam An, can you start?
Hi, um, hi, Mr. Taylor. Thanks for the email. It's great to it's great um it's great to know that the idea is have we improve my English why I will learn to cook delicious food.
Okay. Okay, Bao, could you please let me know if you've cooked much before? Can you give us details? So have you cooked a lot before?
Before,
You, Bao, have you cooked before? What can you cook?
I can cook like
Huh?
um I haven't done much cooking before.
I know how to cook.
I know how to cook rice, chicken, egg, and sausage.
Okay. Lam An, we could cook foods from English-speaking countries, or we could all bring our favorite recipes from home. What do you think would be better? Okay.
So girls that um so girls that I like to cook food from English speaking countries than better than bring of reset from home because I think it will not I think it will not
Hmm?
I because I think I will not I will not bring enough food.
Paul? Are there any foods that we should avoid? I want
There
to
are
choose things.
there are
Are you allergic to anything? Hmm?
yes.
Okay. That is all we have time for today. Bao, are you happy with your lesson?
Yes.
Lam An, are you happy?
Yes.
Okay. And enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. See you again soon.
Bye.
Bye.